Welcome back to the Redpride Thundercast. And in today's episode, we will talk about last week's basketball practice, do the Thunder Blitz, review the girls' basketball games against Brownsburg and Danville, and preview the semi-state matchups for IHSAA football. Last week, now let's do basketball practice. Here we go. Last week, Plainfield had their boys' basketball tryouts and their first regular season practices. As a manager, I could see that Plainfield is a force to be reckoned with. For the rest of the season, the boys' basketball team will switch up times with the girls' team, like when they are in the main gym and in the field house for practice. This Saturday, the team will travel to Franklin Central at noon for a scrimmage. And now time for the Thunder Blitz. We had some great games for regionals. Game 1 was Decatur Central and Whiteland. Decatur shocks the Warrior crowd as Whiteland will not make state this year. 41-7, the Hawks won. Game 2 was Mooresville and New Pal. The game was close in the first three quarters when the game got out of hand. 36-6, New Pal was able to beat Mooresville, and Game 3 was East Central and Evansville Memorial. This game was never close. East Central wins 47-7 over the Tigers, and Game 4 was a huge 6A matchup. It was Ben Davis and Cathedral. Tie game at the end of the game when Ben Davis hit a game-winning field goal to win. Ben Davis advances, and now here we go. We are now previewing the girls' basketball last week. Last week, the Lady Quakers took on the Lady Bulldogs of Brownsburg. Brownsburg came into the game looking to beat Plainfield again. I don't think Brownsburg was too confident that game. Plainfield, however, was coming off losing to them last season, so fans thought Berg would win. Plainfield quickly hushed those fans. They won 79-75 in double overtime. That Friday, they played Danville, and it was a very close game. Plainfield makes Danville go from 2-0 to 2-1 as the Lady Quakers win 68-64. Now, time to preview the semi-state matchups. This is going to be a long one. Through all the state classes, we have had great matchups. I will break them down. In 6A, Crown Point and Westfield will play each other. Crown Point was able to beat Penn 34-33 in a close game, as Westfield beat HSC 24-21. This game will be interesting. I think Westfield will win 23-17 and make state. Then we have Center Grove and Ben Davis. These two teams are fierce rivals. This will be a great game. Center Grove will end up winning. Center Grove will win against the Giants and face Westfield at Lucas Oil. Center Grove will win 31-30. In 5A, we have two great games. Maryville and Snyder. Maryville was able to beat last year's 5A state championship champion Valparaiso. As Snyder also easily won. Not even a question, but Fort Wayne Snyder will make state and win 45-34. Snyder makes state this year. Then we have Decatur Central and Bloomington South. Decatur Central looking for a huge win to advance to state and do something Whiteland couldn't do last year, and that is win 5A. Also, if you remember, last year, Sectional 13 winner Whiteland made state. This year, Sectional 13 winner Decatur Central, they are looking to make state. But they have to face Bloomington South. Bloomington South is trying to make state as well. The Panthers beat the Cougars and pulled the upset. In this game, I feel like Decatur Central's miracle run will end. The Panthers will win 43-41 in a game-winning touchdown. In 4A, it's Leo and Northwood facing each other, and New Pal and East Central. I feel like East Central will easily beat New Pal, and I also think Northwood will beat Leo. In 3A, it's Knox will face Bishop Chittard, while Heritage Hills will play Gibson Southern. Nothing much to say really about Chittard, so they will no doubt beat Knox. Gibson Southern beat Tri-West on Saturday afternoon to get to semi-state, but unfortunately, they will indeed lose to Heritage Hills. In 2A, we got Lafayette Central Catholic facing Fort Wayne Lures. Both of these teams are surprising me that they are here. I do think Lures will win though. And the other game is Southmont and North Posey. Southmont was able to be in regionals after beating Linton Stockton. They win the next week as well, so they are here now. North Posey looks very good. Fans are saying North Posey will win, but in my opinion, Southmont will pull the upset and win 34-31. And finally, in 1A, Adams Central will face North Judson. I think Adams Central will win this. Then we have Indianapolis Lutheran versus Sheridan. Lutheran has won 1A the past 3 years and will make state again this year. As for my state predictions, stay tuned for next week's episode. In recap, here are my state matchups. Center Grove versus Westfield, Bloomington South versus Snyder, Northwood versus East Central, Bishop Chittard versus Heritage Hills, Southmont versus Fort Wayne Lures, Lutheran versus Adams Central. And now, here we go. This has been the 7th episode of the Redpride Thundercast. I am Nick Thunder Green. In next week's episode, we will preview the state championship games with Ben Wiederholt. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Let's go Quakers.